Hello, I'm be talking about Chapter 13, What Do You Think, page 505, using cutoff scores to determine job selection, and Chapter 14, Big Dipper, pages 566 to 567, Learned Helplessness. The process in selecting employees is one of the most crucial aspects of a business. Hiring the wrong employee can be detrimental for the business or the employee, like especially when a certain employee doesn't do their job and other employees have to sacrifice their time and efforts to help the slacking employee. But psychology can help businesses and employees make good employment choices. In Chapter 13, the scenario presented in the textbook is about the New London, Connecticut Police Department using the Wonderlic personnel test to select new officers. I don't really agree with this, and I'll tell you why in a second, but I don't really agree that it's very beneficial, especially for maximum cutoffs. But using universal cutoff scores in the hiring process can make the decision making faster. It will make it faster by applying the same standards to all candidates. Organizations can create a sense of fairness and transparency. This is useful in the role to require specific skills and cognitive abilities, as it helps filter out those who may not meet the baseline expectations for the job. But the case of Robert Jordan is significant because the rigid cutoff scores can eliminate otherwise strong candidates. Jordan's high score on the Wonderlic personnel test disqualified him from moving forward in the hiring process despite his qualifications. This raises concerns about the effectiveness of a one-size-fits-all approach, especially when it disregards individual potential and fit for the role. The universal cutoff points can also overlook the unique demands of different positions. Like, while cognitive abilities may be crucial for some roles, other factors like emotional intelligence, practical experience, and cultural fit can equally be important, which they doesn't regard. A strict cutoff might fail to account for those examples, leading to a missed opportunity for both the organization and the candidates. Another another thing is that relying solely on cutoff scores may create a narrow view of what constitute. I'm just gonna leave that word. Qualified candidate. High scores might indicate strong test taking abilities, but they don't always reflect real world skills or the capacity to thrive in a specific environment. A strict cutoff might fail to account for these nuances, leading to missed opportunities for both the organization and candidates, especially if the cutoffs also don't account for potential. Someone may not be ready, but they do have the potential to thrive in situations, while others, quote unquote, make the exception, but when they actually put in the situation, they're not really coachable or teachable in that way. The scores can enhance efficiency and help standards in the hiring process, they can also risk excluding qualified individuals. A more balanced approach that might work might work. Individual qualifications could lead to better hiring outcomes, but embracing a more holistic view Organizations can benefit from a wider range of talents and perspectives, ultimately leading to a stronger workforce. That's what I believe. That's what I believe anyway. And as for chapter 14, um, human stress levels are directly affected by the control of that a person believes that they have in their life. And when a person feels like when a person feels that they have little control, they can feel helpless and stressed. As Seligman, I'm not saying that right, but and his colleagues demonstrated that the feeling of hopelessness can be learned. His research discussed the importance of attribution in your own. Sorry, thinking. Um, learned, but learned helplessness provides a significant insights into relationship between perceived control and depression. When individuals encounter situations where they feel powerless, like repeated failures or negative life events, they may begin to internalize a sense of helplessness or a lack of control. This mindset can lead to a this mindset to me. This mindset can lead to difficulty to respond to. Sorry, proactively. Sorry, let me restart that one. This mindset can lead to passivity. I can't speak. But basically, this could lead to them not actually trying in challenges or not even giving challenges a shot because they believe that if they tried, they would automatically fail. So therefore, they give no effort. It also are essential. Its attributions are essential. Also, attributions are essential to understanding this phenomenon. They are the explanation we create for the events in our lives, shaping our emotional response and behaviors. Like if I tried something and I didn't do well, or like I'm in band and I can't play my instrument well and everyone can play it better than me, and I get last chair for and then attribute to that failure of my own lack of intelligence. Believe it's an unchanged trait, which is the stable. Oh, sorry. If I perform band poorly, the attribute that failure to my own lack of intelligence is internal, but the belief it's unchanged. It's an unchangeable trait. Is stable, and and conclude it as reflective of my own abilities in all areas means it's global. I am likely to feel defeated, helpless. Maybe I have depression, possibly have depression, and this cycle can reinforce feelings of inadequacy, increase risk of suicidal thoughts as well. This is very important. Um, um, Recently, I missed a deadline and and I chalked it up to my own disorganization. This attribution was internal, stable, and global, reinforcing a negative self-image of myself and made me think, what am I doing? How am I doing this? This is all my fault. Why am I like this? But on the other side, when my friend was late to when we planned to meet up for practice, um, I kind of thought it was like, oh, she's kind of got poor time management, because she's the one that made the time, and she didn't show up. But here or there, which was a specific and stable belief that about their behavior. These attributions can affect how we view ourselves and others, highlighting the importance of recognizing and challenging negative thought patterns. By becoming aware of these attributions, we can work towards fostering a more positive mindset and breaking the cycle of learned helplessness. Like my friend who made the time and was late a lot. I know she's very busy. She's a nursing student, and I know that she's trying to squeeze in as much time as possible for practice, and I understand that. And that's why, well, I don't really have the thoughts of she has poor management skills anymore. I just have it. She's dealing with a lot. You know, she doesn't have a lot of time on her hands, and I appreciate her coming down to practice with me.